Section 35. The Buddha's Last Words. Then the Buddha addressed Venerable Ananda. Now, Ananda, some of you might think the teacher's dispensation has passed. Now we have no teacher, but you should not see it like this. The teaching and training that I have taught and pointed out for you shall be your teacher after my passing. After my passing, mendicants ought not to address each other as reverend as they do today. A more senior mendicant ought to address a more junior mendicant by name or clan, or by saying reverend. A more junior mendicant ought to address a more senior mendicant using sir or venerable. If it wishes, after my passing the Sangha may abolish the lesser and minor training rules. After my passing, give the prime punishment to the mendicant Channa. But, sir, what is the prime punishment? Channa may say what he likes, but the mendicants should not advise or instruct him. Then the Buddha said to the mendicants, perhaps even a single mendicant has doubt or uncertainty regarding the Buddha, the teaching, the Sangha, the path, or the practice. So ask mendicants. Don't regret it later thinking we were in the teacher's presence and we weren't able to ask the Buddha a question. When this was said, the mendicants kept silent. For a second time and for a third time the Buddha addressed the mendicants. Perhaps even a single mendicant has doubt or uncertainty regarding the Buddha, the teaching, the Sangha, the path, or the practice. So ask mendicants. Don't regret it later thinking we were in the teacher's presence and we weren't able to ask the Buddha a question. For a third time the mendicants kept silent. Then the Buddha said to the mendicants, Mendicants, perhaps you don't ask out of respect for the teacher, so let a friend tell a friend. When this was said, the mendicants kept silent. Then Venerable Ananda said to the Buddha, It's incredible, sir, it's amazing. I am quite confident that there's not even a single mendicant in this Sangha who has doubt or uncertainty regarding the Buddha, the teaching, the Sangha, the path, or the practice. Ananda, you speak from faith, but the realized one knows that there's not even a single mendicant in this Sangha who has doubt or uncertainty regarding the Buddha, the teaching, the Sangha, the path, or the practice. Even the last of these 500 mendicants is a stream enterer, not liable to be reborn in the underworld, bound for awakening. Then the Buddha said to the mendicants, Come now, mendicants, I say to you all, conditions fall apart. Persist with diligence. These were the realized one's last words. Section 36. The Full Extinguishment. Then the Buddha entered the first absorption. Emerging from that, he entered the second absorption. Emerging from that, he successively entered into and emerged from the third absorption, the fourth absorption, the dimension of infinite space, the dimension of infinite consciousness, the dimension of no thingness, and the dimension of neither perception nor non-perception. Then he entered the cessation of perception and feeling. Then Venerable Ananda said to the Venerable Anuruddha, Venerable Anuruddha, has the Buddha become fully extinguished? No, Reverend Ananda, he has entered the cessation of perception and feeling. Then the Buddha emerged from the cessation of perception and feeling and entered the dimension of neither perception nor non-perception. Emerging from that, he successively entered into and emerged from the dimension of no thingness, the dimension of infinite consciousness, the dimension of infinite space, the fourth absorption, the third absorption, the second absorption, and the first absorption. Emerging from that, he successively entered into and emerged from the second absorption and the third absorption. Then he entered the fourth absorption. Emerging from that, The Buddha immediately became fully extinguished. When the Buddha became fully extinguished, along with the full extinguishment, there was a great earthquake, awe-inspiring and hair-raising, and thunder cracked the sky.